Yeah, I can't even start the game. Nuclear. Hold on, which team is Nuclear on? He's on the Donsky team, okay. Yeah, he will want to be on there.
So this is what's gonna happen. Annie's gonna break Vlad straight off to choose Vlad. The bot's gonna be even, and the Annie's gonna be fed pretty much carry the game.
Who is Annie playing against? Do we know yet?
Last time they chose Vlad. I don't know this time. They had Vlad last time.
Yeah.
Oh, Cole's not choosing.
Vlad is one of, I do think Vlad is one of the weaker champions in the current makeup of the game. Nope, gonna go with Malls this time, it looks like. Alright, looks like everybody has managed to get champions, and hopefully this game will launch.
It's a blind pick, right?
This is blind pick, that's correct. They can't see who the other side is picking.
Well, Cole just countered Annie, straight up.
Cole cannot make up his mind on what to pick.
Still Brad and you'll win. Like,
back to Vlad again.
He's gonna go Vlad. Did you notice lane all off?
Yeah. Let's see. So we're Dante's gonna jungle with Shyvana? Okay. I was watching St. Vicious play her earlier today on stream, and she did not seem like a particularly strong jungler. That could just be me. But I guess we'll find out. So let's see, look at the matchups here. We are going to have Gangplank against Olaf in top lane. That's an interesting matchup. You don't see laning Olaf. I haven't seen laning Olaf since he first came out, since nobody seems to play him much anymore. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That is Nuclear is playing on a Smurf account, which is level 3, so that could make that a lot more even. I feel like normally Gangplank would probably have the advantage in that matchup.
I think he's gonna have advantage because he has exhaust, and they all off ran Ghost and Flash.
That is true. That's a good point, actually. A very good point. Well, Freak says that everybody is a jungler, so take it for what it's worth.
Triforce on everything.
Yeah. Well,
tons of damage.
Triforce is pretty good on most champs. Trinity Force is very good on Gangplank in particular. Anyway, let's see. Don't know much about Shyvana as a champion, so I can't really evaluate her too much as a jungler. I guess we'll see that in action here. Spreakaway is going to play Udyr. Udyr, one of the top tier junglers at the moment, very, very highly prized in competitive play. We've seen a number of different people play Udyr extremely well in competitive play recently. Middle lane, Annie against Malzahar. Annie has possibly a little bit more burst, a little bit easier for Malzahar to farm. I don't have a strong feeling about that particular matchup. I think I've seen that one go both ways in the past. Ben, what do you think about that?
It's gonna be it's gonna be farm fest pretty much, or someone catches someone off guard.
Yeah, I feel like either one of those champs can burst the other one. It's just whoever, can do the play better tactically, or who gets a jungle gank that sets it up, that sort of thing.
But I think Annie has an advantage because after Malzahar uses his combo and he doesn't kill Annie, she could nuke him in 0.5 seconds. I put everything in smart cast.
Yeah. There's that potential. Speaker has played, has done what he calls Annie-bot, where he sets up his mouse with some macro commands that just basically hits QWR. It's like RQW and then D or F for ignite, and like it basically executes them all like simultaneously on a mouse macro. But I've never tried to do that. And then bottom lane, let's see, we have Janna Kog'Maw, a lane that Varus and I have had a lot of success with in the past. It's a nice combination because Kog'Maw needs protection in the early game. He needs extra damage. He usually builds a little bit more attack speed oriented instead of damage oriented because of the way his W works. And Janna gives him both extra extra damage with her shield, and is also pretty good at protecting him. But of course, the trade-off is does not have a heal. So if things go wrong, then they can go very, very badly wrong in a lane like that. On the other side, Caitlyn, Alistar, both strong champions individually. I'm not sure that they have all that much synergy, and of course, Caitlyn did just get nerfed in this patch. And okay, hold on.
They place Janna and Kog'Maw, play the shield and Kog'Maw right with the range W. They could pretty much win the lane. It's only like close.
All right, can people see the stream? Let me know if it's not working. So this is pretty nice. Hopefully it'll work the way we've seen it on stream. Obviously none of us have had a chance to test the Spectator Mode as yet because it's only been on the tournament client that they use so far. We are, of course, on a delay, so we're going to be seeing what they're doing, like 3 minutes, I guess it was 3 minutes after they actually play it, so they're going to get done, and then I'm still going to be watching the Spectator Mode of the game, which is going to be really interesting in the 3 minutes after it ends before we get done watching the Spectator client. So, yeah, we'll see. We've kind of had some dead time here to talk about the matchups. Now we just have to see how these guys execute it. Let's see. Any thoughts on which side you think is stronger overall?
Any skin advantage.
Any skin advantage. That's true. Only the Caitlyn on the other side. I guess it's only one skin on either side. Just the Annie and Caitlyn. Yeah, I don't see this tilting any super strongly to either side. Feels like a relatively even matchup. Just comes down to how people play it.
I think Kog'Maw's better late game now because Kate just got nerfed this patch.
Yes, she did. We're still trying to adjust to that. It doesn't do quite as much damage in the early game. They adjusted the scaling on her Q.
Well, they tweaked it. They didn't nerf it hard.
Yeah, they just decreased the damage it did. Just like straight across the board does less damage, I think, at each rank. All right, come on, start the match. Let's see this.
I won't be calling out every Shyvana ulti because it looks so sick. It's like flying dragon out of nowhere.
Well, one thing about League of Legends is their character models have definitely got a lot more detailed as time passed. If you look back at some of the early models, like Shaco in particular is a very simple model, and compared to, say, Shyvana's dragon form, just a lot more complicated and more detailed, which is what you'd expect. That's why they keep changing all the portrait art. All right, Cole's connection may or may not actually go through at some point here. There we go. Oh, nice.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, this is really sweet.
Use 1 through 5 key to follow players.
Follows the players on the keys. Yeah, here we go. I can zoom in on different players here. This is pretty nice. We've got the global gold total, which you can turn the global gold on and off with tab. But I just rather keep it on so people can see the builds. I always hate it when there we go. Get the item builds down there. I hate it when we were watching on stream and they just turn off the items and they leave it off for like 3 or 4 minutes. It's like I can't see what people are buying.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I think Olaf's one top now because he straight out got 5 top armor.
Yes, he does. So yeah, so Varus' Olaf is cloth armor and 5 health pots. Nuclear Smurf's Gangplank is I started Doran's shield. Interesting. So that means he's not going to have a lot of sustain at all. That kind of swings the lane, I think, back in favor of Olaf there because he's got all those health pots and he's got 51 armor, not bad for starting out. So, well, that kind of is interesting. Let's see, anything else? Donsky's starting with a Vampiric Scepter. I would think if you're jungling with someone you've never jungled with before, you'd just go cloth armor 5 pots, but maybe he has seen the Shyvana build, or maybe not. I don't know. Standard Doran's Blade.
For a second.
Sorry, go ahead.
Use Q through like C to use enemy team. Do the enemy team.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So standard items in bottom lane, we have boots and 3 health pots on both of the AP carries in mid. We have Doran's Blade on both of the bottom lane champs, and typical support build on both Janna and Alistar. So pretty normal stuff. Pretty normal stuff there so far. And looks like Spreakaway started at Wolves. He's getting a nice pull here on the Golem from Termin. And I guess down here doing a nice job. Now they just need to walk away so he can get in range for Smite. There we go. Going to take into 2. And we'll see if he goes for an early gank in lane since he hit 2 immediately. Donsky started at the double golems and now is going to Wraiths. That's a very safe jungling path. But it's not all the fastest.
Donsky getting real low to minions.
Oh, here we go. So here we go. Here comes the level 2 gank. Right here, Streakaway coming out into middle lane after Cole. Annie did not have a stun up, though. That would have been very, very key. If they could have timed that so that Cerberus had his stun up, that very well might have been a kill there, but they weren't. Cerberus did not have stun queued up, and Cole's able to get away and does not have to use flash either. Up here in top lane, let's see, Varus and Nuclear Smurf are exchanging, but the difference is Nuclear Smurf just has that Doran, so he only has health regen, while Varus is drinking his health pots. He has used 2 of them so far. He still has 3 more in inventory, and I do think that this is going to give him the advantage in this lane, just the fact that he can keep healing up, and if they just trade back and forth, he's going to have the advantage.
Varus is farming real good, and then GP is getting like 0 farm.
Yeah, this is big trouble. He did have his cleanse. It's a good thing he took his cleanse at level 2. Otherwise, I think he would have died there. And see, this is the problem with starting that Doran's going to have to go back to base. Oh, but we have first blood down in bottom lane. Did you see that one, Vendor?
No, I was looking middle lane because he's putting pressure.
Yeah, I was looking top lane because it was really low. I did not see how that fight happened. So, but in any case, it looks like Blade Freak was able to get the first blood. Yes, first blood on Caitlyn and assist on Amphilia's Alistar. So I did not see how that got started, but that is a big early advantage for the team on the blue side of the map picking up that first blood.
Cog still has flash and exhaust up.
Oh, you're right. He did not use his flash, so that is got to be some kind of a misclick or just displayed it incorrectly. Got a jungle invasion over here. Oh no, that's not a jungle invasion. Donsky just giving blue to Cole.
Oh, it's gonna be bad for Annie. Annie's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, this is bad for Annie. So, yeah, I guess Shyvana might be a little bit like Lee Sin. Maybe doesn't need blue to jungle. Not sure about that. Nuclear Smurf missed a lot of farm in top lane, though. Varus is on 21, and Nuclear Smurf's on 8. That's a pretty big early advantage. He also has a full level of experience on him, so... in mid, yeah, Sir Bruce's Annie seems to be in a lot of trouble here. That blue buff is not going to make it any easier.
He's just going to be spamming the E's, and then Annie's going to get 0 farm.
Here comes Spreakaway's Udyr. He has been pinged, has been spotted by blue team. Well, or no, maybe he has not been because they're not retreating, but bottom lane is not pursuing. I don't know, it looked like a pretty good gank there, but it looked like bottom just didn't really follow up on that.
Oh, they got back. Oh, we're commentary.
We're in Spectator Mode. Check out my stream. It's on my live stream.
Okay. What are we spectating?
The custom games.
Well, Kate's out farming Hog down real hard. 10 minutes.
Let's see.
I'm just going to be joining the channel. I'm not actually going to be saying anything. I'm just going to be having my mic muted.
Okay. Oh, here comes Udyr in for another gank in bottom lane. This is real nice. There's a slow from down, a flash from Caitlyn trying to get back here. Got the bear stamp stun. Alistar is now in some trouble as well, but I don't think they're going to have the damage to finish this off. And indeed, no, not enough damage to finish that off. A nice job by the Udyr jungler. He had good positioning, but the bottom lane just did not have quite enough damage to try and finish that off. So far, we haven't seen any ganks from Donsky. It looks like he's just farming the jungle. Udyr certainly has made his presence felt, but he hasn't gotten any kills yet. Let's see. I'm not sure what he's doing right now, just running through the lane.
Miles has ulti.
Miles has his ult? Oh, nice. So this could be trouble for Annie, if he can, but Annie has her ult as well, so...
But she's super low on mana.
Yeah, whereas Miles has the blue. Let's see, I'm just going to try to look a little bit at the farm in lane. Let's see, in top it's 32 to 19, so Varus is keeping that slight edge that he got from early on in the game. In mid, Annie seems like she's been getting just been under a lot of pressure from Malzahar. She's doing a nice job of farming, only down a couple of minion kills, but that tower, it feels like that minion wave has been at the tower the whole game, with Malzahar continuing to just put pressure on there. Still, Sir Bruce has farmed really well. Like, look at that, nice job picking up that minion kill with auto attack. Very nicely done there.
I think Udyr needs, Donsky needs to help GP win top lane, or it's gonna be one-sided late game.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. He's behind by more than 2 to 1, so he definitely needs some jungler help up there, or he's just gonna fall further and further behind, and he's gonna be useless later in the game.
Like 20 kills, 20 minions is 1 kill equals to.
Yeah, more or less. Each minion is worth between 15 to 20 usually, right around like 18, and then the champion kill, it gives you around 300. So figure somewhere around 15 to 20 minions is worth that champion kill, roughly. Anyway, Spreakaway is grabbing his blue again on Udyr, but let's head over here, look at top lane. Here comes Shyvana in, and this is what Donsky needs to do, as Vendor was saying a minute ago. But there's a word down there, so it looks like Yep, there's a word there. So nice word coverage. I don't see any words from the blue team right now, anywhere on the map.
Blue's going to Annie, who's taking super low.
Okay. Yeah, wow, Spreakaway almost died doing that, but looks like he knew the timing and was able to give it to Annie, so that's going to help her out quite a bit. Yeah, no word. I don't see any words from the blue team right now on the map.
That's crazy. They need words right now.
Yes, they do.
Like,
Udyr needs to go back and heal. He can have a field day if they're not going to word anything. In particular, for anyone watching my stream, the triangle brush in bottom lane, like right next to where Caitlyn and Alistar are, that is like just primary ganking path down there in bot. So they really need to word that. Anyway, Donsky's come up to relieve Nuclear Smurf, going to go back to base. Definitely needs to go back and buy something.
If you look at the global gold right now, you can see blue team is getting ahead slightly.
Oh yeah, they are. That's funny because I thought that felt like the purple team is ahead, but I guess the blue team does have more gold, in part because of that first blood, and also because bottom lane seems to be winning pretty hard in favor of blue team.
Is that he's playing the Dragon Champion?
Yes, he is.
Well, I find the biggest problem with that champion is actually her ganking potential, because she's not the best at ganking.
She has ulti.
So at the moment it looks like purple is winning top lane. Looks like Olaf is still getting the better of this matchup against Gangplank. In middle lane, between Annie and Malzahar, from what I've seen thus far, it seems to be pretty... No, it was even, but Malz has started to pull ahead. Having that blue really allowed him to put some pressure on that middle tower. He's ahead 62 to 49. So not a huge edge, but a slight edge in his favor. Annie is pushing back now with her own blue buff. Then in bottom lane, it really feels like the purple team has had the edge here. It's actually quite even in farm, 53 to 50. But bottom does have the only kill of the match thus far. But still, very close. Look at the global gold, almost evened up now.
Purple team coming back.
Yeah. There's always a bit of an ebb and flow just as the minion waves go up and down. Oh, look at this top lane. Olaf, down to how many hate points? Under 100, down to about 90 HP. And now he's going to go for the kill. Let's see if he's going to be able to get that exhaust coming out. Varus is going to get the kill and flashes out on just 45 HP. So a sweet play there, getting that kill under the tower and then using the flash to get out so that the tower does not finish him off. Very nicely done.
They should put him back in the game.
Yeah.
Mal's flashing. Mal's wasted flash.
Yep.
He's trying to flash ulti here.
Just wasted in that play, yep. Didn't work out. Both teams, though, have worded Dragon. Bottom is pushing. Yeah, because Caitlyn left the lane, and look at that Alistar. They almost got the kill on Alistar. He saved himself with his ult, but Termith is in all kinds of trouble right now, getting exhausted by Caitlyn. And there's a nice Janna ult. But Termith turning back into the fight. I don't know why he did that. Somebody's going to die here. He is able to get the kill on Alistar, but he's not going to be able to get out of there, I have to think. Is he going to be able to chase down this Caitlyn? No. And now Donsky has come in, and he is going to feast on that little Janna and going to score another kill. So, blue team definitely came out ahead in there, 2 to 1 in their favor. Plus, the only one who died was Alistar, who's a support, and is not as important if he dies. Plus, look at this huge wave of minions in bot. All these blue minions, they're all going to, Spreakaway's Udyr, he's going to farm these, but the Kog'Maw player is not going to get gold or experience for any of these minions, and that was a pretty big wave, so that's going to hurt.
So right now, PP has 2k gold, and then Olaf already has 3k.
Yep. Very, very nice point. So already 1,000 gold behind. Olaf has fully gotten 50% more gold. So
Mal's getting ahead too.
Let's see.
Mal is ahead by
25 minion kills, and ahead by about 500 gold, 5 to 600. That's starting to become significant, yeah. Still, nobody's taken a dragon yet, though, so we'll have to see. And Udyr is setting up for a play on this. There's the Annie's Timber Stun. Let's see, are they going to be able to finish off this kill? And, yes.
He still has ulti.
Still has ult. Oh, he needs to use his ult.
Cole didn't use it.
Oh, wait, yes, he did. It says he used it. So that was a 1-for-1 exchange there. Yeah, it says that Malzahar used his ult on that little panel. There's another fight going on in bottom lane. Cog's in a lot of trouble again. I don't know what he's doing. Why he's going back into the fight again. I think Caitlyn should be able to finish him off with that sniper shot. There it is. Goes down. So another kill for Caitlyn. So trade in middle lane and another victory in bottom lane.
Now's our key bugged out or something. Or character bugged out. They're tapping in chat. So blue team needs to do dragon right now.
Let's see, the first tower of the game does go down in top lane. Varus is going to grab that tower. And Gangplank has just had a really rough go of it in this game. Like, again, a lot of that I think does go back to the fact that he started with that Doran shield because he could just, he couldn't harass back and forth. But blue team going to take bottom tower, so they're going to trade one tower for one tower. So top. Purple team's one top, blue team's one bottom, and blue team is definitely ahead in middle lane. It looks like blue's grouping for dragon. Let's see if purple comes and tries to challenge this. Neither team has it worded. Oh, there's a kill going on in middle lane. Varus is ganked mid, and looks like they're going to get call here. So there's a nice job of ganking mid, but while that's going on, blue is going to take dragon.
Back in the game.
Yeah. That helps, but that dragon is going to put blue a little bit ahead. That dragon's worth a lot of global gold.
Yeah.
1k gold. Now they're ahead.
I think it's like 190 gold per person.
Yep, it's 190 per person, so it's just shy of 2,000 total. Or just shy of 1,000 total. Excuse me. Anyway, Olaf running after these guys mid. We may have a team fight here in middle lane, but they have to be careful. It's a straight 3-on-3. There's this, I don't even know what that skill's called by Olaf. His vicious strike or something like that.
It's undertow.
Underthrow.
Let's see, I'll just highlight it.
You could look at
Reckless Swing, that's what I was
click on the champions and it'll show.
Yeah, I was thinking of it. Reckless Swing, it's the one where he deals damage to himself. Alright, well, blue team putting a little pressure on mid. It looks like this tower could go down on this particular wave. Nope, now Terminus Cogmaw coming in. Looks like they're going to hold it a little while longer. Cole is in a bit of an exposed position, but yeah, looks like he's going to be okay. Gangplank's doing a nice job of farming top to get back into this. He needs to catch up, and he's doing that right now. So he's doing a nice job of sitting top, starting to get a little bit of farm.
We'll look at the farm between Olaf and GP.
Yeah, let's see. Olaf is 4,200 and Gangplank is 3,000. So he's very far behind, but he hasn't fallen too much further behind since the last time we looked at it. In terms of items, Olaf does have his Wriggles and...
Maul's just trying to steal blue?
Oh, Maul's just trying to steal blue? I don't... Nah, same team, yeah. I keep getting confused too because Shyvana's character portrait looks like she's a different color from the rest of the team. Yes, it is. Let's see what's going on here in the game. Yeah, Malzahar has opened up a huge lead over Annie in mid. Malzahar is at 111 minion kills, Annie on 78. So way ahead. There's a flash over the wall trying to go after Termeth, but Cole uses his flash so aggressively. He has not managed to turn it into any kills. They should look. Other teams should look maybe to come and try to gank him while his flash is down. And that it would have been a really cool play if he pulled it off, but didn't work out. Oh, Magus disconnected? I didn't even realize that. So Magus is not here apparently. That is a real shame. I didn't even realize he had dropped. Varus though scoring another kill. Yep.
Olaf could carry this without Janna, I think. 4v5.
Well, that's definitely a bad sign. Oh, he has red buff too, so he's super scary right now. He can chase anybody down.
The good part about Janna is she support. They don't really need her.
Yeah, right. That's the only good thing about it is that is the least valuable member of their team is the support. Like if Olaf had disconnected, this game would just be over right now because Olaf is the most farmed member of their team. Sure. Anyway, tower does go down mid. Cole manages to grab that tower. Termus Cogwell having a rough go of it though in bottom lane without that support. Makes it very tough for him to farm with no protection 2v1. That's really where it hurts. And Caitlyn is indeed ahead, but not by as much as I would have expected with missing a player and be down all these towers. Anyway, they may be able to counter gank this. Udyr's coming in. And Caitlyn is in a lot of trouble here. Nope, looks like Alistar was able to protect that.
Overextended.
Yeah, they are way overextended down here in bottom lane. Should be able to. Annie's going to come in, and this could be really, really bad for Caitlyn and Alistar. There's the flash of the wall. Tibbers stun right there, and there's one kill for Annie. Is she going to get a second one?
Then all these said.
Looks like Alistar is not going to make it out of this. Can't imagine with that bear stun, and Annie's going to pick up the double kill. So nicely done on the part of Sir Bruce. Way overextending in bottom lane there.
Back a little bit into this game.
Well, they're actually doing quite well. The global gold is almost identical. Barris might even have been able to keep chasing that with his red buff.
Falling behind and facing Malzahar because he was just like pushing that tower non-stop. Getting that double kill would really be bringing any.
Well, that's like what Mel does. She couldn't do anything.
Still, it's going to be very difficult to pull back in this game without an extra player. It just makes it so much more difficult. Like right now, Gangplank's pushing top. They just don't have enough champs to cover all parts of the map when they're down a player. Still, we'll see what they do. Maybe Magus will be able to reconnect. Maybe they'll be able to pull out a win 4v5. We don't know. And looks like Annie's going to grab blue buff right there. So, let's see, in terms of some of the other builds, Malzahar probably needs to go back to buy. Yeah, he's sitting on 1,500 gold. Actually, a lot of players are sitting on a lot of gold. Olaf's sitting on almost 2,000 right now without buying. But Malzahar just has the Rod of Ages. Looks like he might be going for Merc Tread, possibly. Doesn't have that no magic mantle. Caitlyn has already has her Bloodthirster. She does have 2 Dorun's Blades. Does not have improved boots as yet.
Olaf has 2k.
Yep.
He's up by Frozen Heart. Well,
no, he's gonna go for Warmog. Thought that was what that was probably for. Gonna go for Warmog as a dodge booster. This is an Atmog spill. He's gonna go for Atlas Impaler as the next item. Going to have all kinds of damage when he gets that, but not a whole lot until he completes that item. This is a standard Phoenix Udyr build on the part of Spreakaway's Udyr. He has gone for Wit's End as his first item. That's fairly standard for how people build Phoenix Udyr. Annie has her Rod of Ages and Slurk Shoes, has no other item as yet, so that is a build geared a little bit more towards late game with the extra health and mana. Right now, the builds between Malzahar and Annie look very similar, except that Malzahar has a needlessly large rod. But right now, it looks like we're getting ready for Dragon. It's a straight 2-on-2 here. Varus could probably try to chase this down if he wanted to, but now more champs are coming into the fight on the other side. Annie's still lurking, though. There we go. Magus going to reconnect. Still, Cole is in a lot of trouble here, and right there is the slow on the undertow. If they can initiate on Cole, they might be able to do a lot of damage here. And, no, here comes a Gangplank called Spreakaway going to fall. Sir Bruce trying to do damage, but this is a very bad fight for the blue team, or for the purple team, and the only question is, can they make it out of here? Don't know if they're going to be able to. No. Varus' Olaf is going to be finished off by that Caitlyn ult, and Sir Bruce is going to die under the tower. So that fight did not go the way they wanted.
3 for 1.
3 for 1. And they needed a Janna ult about 30 seconds ago to come in and blow people away. Yeah. Cog is going to take a tower in top, but it's not going to equate to that lost fight. Still, overall, the game is pretty even on the global gold. It's relatively close. Cog is getting in some nice farming.
I gotta give it to purple team for keeping like the same score for having 1 DC.
Yeah, absolutely. But this dragon is going to put blue further ahead. Oh wow, Nuclear Smurf in a lot of trouble here, but it looks like he is going to survive. He nearly died to the dragon, had to back out of there. So 2k gold lead at the moment from taking that tower and that dragon. One of the other big issues with the game right now is Caitlyn does have 5 kills, and that's a dangerous sign. You don't want the AD carry on the other team getting that much farm. So let me check out the total gold. Caitlyn has 6,600 gold, and Cogmal on the other side is 5,100. So Kate's ahead by 1,500 gold, and that is quite a bit. That's almost a full BF sort up in terms of gold. So that's quite a big advantage. Most farmed in the game is kind of a tie between Caitlyn, Malzahar, and Olaf. They all have a lot of gold. They're all right around 6,500 right now. And so thus they all have the most advanced item builds. Actually, Varus' Olaf is already level 15 too. So is Cole's So is Cole's Malzahar.
Olaf's gonna do no damage until he gets Atlas. His red buff is gonna be the only damage.
Yeah, he needs that red. He needs to hold red very badly because without it, he really doesn't do much of anything. Hold on, I can click. He only has 139 damage. It's quite low for someone with that much gold.
The Atlas needs the Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas should take him up close to around 200. Yeah. But there's oracles on the part of both teams right now. Ampzilla's Alistar and Streakaway's Udyr. They both have oracles, and they're both trying to clear wards. That was a nice undertow, actually, hit Cole. But this isn't really a fight they want to do here, I don't think. Blue team has numbers here in the middle, and purple team is in a lot of trouble. They need to bring their chance. Here we go. Straight 5-on-5. Alistar jumping in with his head, but Janna ult's going to blow them back. They're going to, not the best gangplank ult. They're not really fighting the gangplank ult, but Udyr is going to die before the fight starts. Not too good right there. Donsky also going to go down on the other side, but this is still not looking good for the purple team.
Going down with oracles.
Yeah, and he lost his oracles. You're right. So, not a great fight on their part. And it looks like they're going to make the ping for Baron. This is kind of an aggressive play. It's only a 4-on-3. I don't know if they can do this safely. So we'll see how this goes. Olaf's going to be able to lifesteal back without much trouble with his wriggles. Let's see. It's a risky call. High risk, high reward play here. Let's see how it goes. There's the CV. They know they're doing it. See if they back off or continue to pursue this.
Oh, they're taking lots of damage.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of. They're gonna have to back off this. This is not looking good at all for blue team.
Annie coming in.
Annie coming in. Oh, Annie needs to get a little bit more damage right there. Gets the kill on call. Now going in after Caitlyn. Caitlyn's gonna use her flash. Baron scores another kill. Gangplank's gonna fall as well. And there we go. So a nice Baron defense on the part of the purple team. And now they're gonna look to turn and do Baron. Turn the game completely on its head. Donsky is lurking down here though. Kate is recalling back to base. So we'll see if Donsky decides to go for the Baron, attempt at a steal here. And no, he's not even going to try and make the attempt. So wow, what a reversal right there. That was just an over-aggressive call for Baron. They only had a 4-3 advantage, which was not a huge advantage, and we're still early enough in the game. We're only at the 24-minute mark that they didn't really have that much damage. They had 1 Wriggles on Shyvana. And yeah, they didn't really have the right items to go for that Baron. They needed more Wriggles, or they needed Madrids on somebody, but they didn't really have the right items to do that. And the Baron just did too much damage. Now Varus is double buff chasing after Donsky. Donsky really can't fight this, not with that red buff, but looks like he's going to back off.
They need to fight with the Baron buff.
Yeah, they need to. Purple team needs to go back to base, use this gold that they've just picked up.
Getting Atlas.
Yeah,
by Atlas.
Yeah, he's got 2,700. There it is.
245.
Wow, look at that. He just doubled the damage he did with one item.
Now. I'm just going to follow him around. He's going to be the main carry.
Yeah. He is definitely the focus of their team. It's Olaf and Annie is the focus of their team. Cogmal just does not have the damage. He has Wriggles, and that's basically it. He's just too under-farmed right now. So it's going to be Olaf and Annie on the part of this purple team. Looks like they're going to be able to push this tower in mid. Gangplank's not there. Other blue team's reacting. Donsky just recalled back to base, so they should be able to get this tower for free. There's the TP ult.
Kate did not die in that Baron fight.
Cog taking lost damage.
Yeah, Cog took a lot of damage there. And this is the one place where having Janna is a bit of a weakness because no ability to heal up. But he does have a Wriggle, so if he can kill some creeps, he should be okay. Magus may have just disconnected again. He's just standing still in the middle of the lane.
Udyr pushing bot.
Oh, good call. Yeah, Streakaway is grabbing bottom tower. So since everybody on blue team rotated mid, Udyr was able to split and grab that tower. Yeah, I don't think Janna is actually here. No, she's disconnected again.
Olaf's gonna run K, I think. Close.
Yep. Look at that kill steal on Alistar. That's pretty funny. Alright, anyway, yeah, Varus is running right into the middle of the fight. If he pops his ult, remember, he can't be disabled. Let's see, right there, Annie did not have a stun on her Tibbers. Cole whiffing on his ultimate right there. Not the best usage of it. Yeah. But it looks like they're still going to have to back out of this. Need to block that. Termit does block it.
They need a kite right now. They need the Cosmos 8. They still chase.
Yep, they're going to have to back off.
Shyvana incoming from the side.
DC is OP. Well, they do have Baron, so they are going to have a lot of health regen. Blue team probably should not. They definitely should not try to push into the base mid. They should probably just go for one of those outer towers. That tower top pretty exposed there. The minion's going to take it down. But yeah, just they should look to raid the jungle. See, Donski's going over to the red buff. Nice one to go after. That sort of thing. Do you see his new red?
Still have more Baron buff. Baron buff is like 23% left.
Yep, it's almost out.
Oh,
we're catching them might be able to catch them in the jungle here. Nope, Donski's going to get away. But that's going to give that red back to Olaf again. And the teams are talking about the stuff that they're missing with Janna not being here, or essentially most of the game at this point. Still, in global gold, it's 36k to 36k, so very, very even right now. It's impressive how well blue team has done without having their support player here for most of the game. Counter-wording and counter-wording on both sides. Looks like we may have a fight for Dragon. Perhaps.
Flashing goes up. He's on. Can't stop.
Yeah.
Running back in.
Here comes the Gangplank ult. Varus needs to chase down Cole. He's quite low. Can't be disabled while his ult is running.
Why are they focusing Olaf?
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. Oh, they managed to catch Gangplank, and there he goes. But it looks like Olaf's going to die as well. Now Annie in all kinds of trouble. They're going to focus Cog next. I have to imagine he's going down any second right now. And yes, there he goes. Maybe able to kill Caitlyn with his passive. Nope, not going to be able to get it. And that's going to be an effective ace for the blue team. So 4 for 2. Had a lot of people low in that fight, but weren't ever quite able to finish off Caitlyn. And they should definitely push mid and not go for Dragon in this situation. Got 23 seconds. They should be able to get that mid tower off this. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that we have a disconnect in this game, but don't know what to say about that.
The main damage is K. We need to focus on K.
Yes. Yeah, Caitlyn has 6 kills. Caitlyn has Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, so yeah, Caitlyn is definitely the one they need to focus. It looked like they spent a lot of time attacking Shyvana and Alistar in that last fight. I could be wrong, but it looked like they definitely weren't able... Well, the other thing was, I felt like they weren't able to focus on one target either. It felt like they're kind of switching targets during the fight. Which is never something you want to do. Anyway, really nice word coverage from the blue team up in this jungle. In the top jungle, they have some really good word coverage. I think they have 4 wards up there right now. They can see everything that's going on. That dragon actually is also still sitting there for what it's worth. Dragon isn't worth quite as much at this stage as it was earlier in the game, but it's still worth quite a bit, and neither team seems to be going for it.
Middle.
Yeah, Varus is going to go for that middle tower, but going to have to be forced to back off there with both Walls and Gangplank there to defend it. I think both teams think that the other team took Dragon and don't realize that it's still up right now.
Yeah, it's just people making with the box.
Or never mind, their blue team has a ward in Dragon, so they must know what's up, and now they're pinging it. Looks like they're going to go grab it now. They should be able to get it without too much trouble.
They're running through a ward.
Yeah.
Through a... No, they just warded it that far.
Right now, I feel like the purple team is hurting by the fact that they don't have any healer on their team, because Alistar can keep healing them after this harass, and the only way that they have to heal is to lifesteal with Wriggles. A lot of pings coming down. Udyr is still down there in bottom lane, doing his split push, so it looks like they're going to try to cut him off here. Donsky, Shyvana, and Blade Freak's Caitlyn are circling around. Now Alistar has actually found Udyr. Yeah, this Udyr is not going to make it out of here. I can't imagine it. Now he's getting engaged on. Rest of the team pushing mid while he's dying.
Yeah, they're pushing middle, that's good.
Oh, he does have cleanse.
You have flash? No.
I was gonna say, wait, did he take cleanse? But he has a Quicksilver Sash. Oh, Blade Freak is going to explode. Nice Annie Tibbert ultimate. Gangplank ult gonna save the tower.
They got the extending streak. They got a tower and the extending streak while they only killed like Udyr.
Yeah, and the other key thing is they cleared all of Caitlyn's Bloodthirster stacks too. She's gonna have to go recharge that up again. So that was a very worthwhile trade.
Donsky running in.
Donsky does not realize he's surrounded by champs. Olaf's in trouble. They really can't fight this. They need to run.
Annie's coming though.
But Annie is also quite low. No, this is not going to work out. Why is Terminus running away from the enemy team with his Cogwell passive?
This is bad.
Yeah, this is going to be a free Baron for the blue team here. They just do not have the champs in position to contest this. And with 4 here, they shouldn't have any trouble. They're taking a lot of damage, so if there was somebody here, they could probably pick up kills. But there's nobody here. Yeah, Kalla's run himself out of mana. But they should still get this easily. Doesn't look like there's anyone in position to stop this. There it goes. And that's going to shift things decisively in their favor. Unless they can get a reconnect from Janna. Going to be awful hard to continue holding out here. Janna has... yeah, because if you look at the global gold, Janna's on 5,000 gold, and everyone else in the game is on 7,000 or more. So, just that lack of having that player shows, in terms of how much less gold Janna's getting. Meanwhile, Gangplank has now finished his own Atmogs. He has Wormogs and Atlas, so he has finally reached the point where he's going to be a significant threat in these fights after kind of not really being very strong up to this point in time in the game. Hasn't really been able to do all that much aside from use his ult. But he's going to be much stronger now. Shyvana also has finished a Trinity Force to go along with her Wriggles and a Glacial Shroud. So that Trinity Force, and look at that movement speed, quite fast right now when she uses that skill that gives her extra movement speed. All the way up to 550, that's a lot of speed. Quite fast. Anyway, you're right, they just claimed Dragon. Terminus looks like he's going to go for this blue, but he's going to be forced to back off by that Baron-wearing Gangplank. Olaf, yeah, Olaf's in trouble. He's going to get engaged upon it. He needs the headbutt. He's actually going to be able to make it out of here, I think. But did take up quite a bit of damage, and like we said before, they don't really have any way to heal. Right. That inhib mid has been exposed for quite some time now. That's a wasted Gangplank ult, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a game.
But regardless, they should be able to get this inhib and just continue snowballing further ahead. Probably not going to push over the Nexus on this push, but they'll just continue to steadily whittle away the base of purple team. Or maybe not. Reinforcements. Level 10 Janna. Maybe turning the tide. We will see.
Gonna win it.
Level 10 Janna.
I would love to see that happen. That'd be the funniest thing ever.
Oh wow, actually.
No worries.
Yeah, that actually helps a lot, because nobody had an Aegis. Yeah, we'll see. That will help them out quite a bit. I mean, remember, supports don't really need that much gold or levels to be effective. Now, granted, Alistar is 5 levels higher than Janna, which hurts a lot, but Janna can still be effective. All she really has to do is be able to use her ult to blow people back in the fights. That's what they really need from her. Oh, nice little trap. Look at this trap in top lane. This could be tricky.
Alistar has frozen heart.
Oh, Donsky walking right into the trap. Oh, Timberstun hitting 4 members of the enemy team. Doing a lot of damage. You need to interrupt that Malzahar channel, though. This fight is going brilliantly for the purple team here. But a lot of them are getting low. They need that Janna ult right now to heal damage. No, Cog, nobody blocked the Caitlyn ult. What was going on there? Nobody blocking the Caitlyn ult, but they are still going to go 4 for 1 here and clear Baron off of everybody. Brilliant fight there, hiding in that brush. And the Shyvana player, Donsky, double lifting right into the brush and face checking it, leading to a disastrous team fight. So purple team is right back in this one, and the game has just shifted once again.
Only 5v5. That was so good.
That was a really nice position. Yeah, really nice positioning in that fight. Setting that trap. They thought that they were just going to be able to go in on Annie. Annie looked like she was alone, and Annie caught, Cerberus's Annie caught, I think, 4 or 5 members of the team with that ultimate. They're not sure why they're choosing to push this lane, though. I don't think they're going to be able to make it to the base. I guess that they couldn't push mid because of the super minions there. But they might be able to do some damage here. Still have to be real careful. Caitlyn is the only one here, but they don't realize it. Yeah, they don't realize Caitlyn's the only one here. Everyone else is still reviving. And unfortunately, there's no blue buff up for them to steal, but they could steal the red on the other team's side of the map if they headed over there. So perhaps Olaf will go do that. We'll see.
But I think Cog not really needed the Blood Razor.
No, I think Cog won left the game because his build is way greater than his.
Yeah.
Cog has a Blood Razor and she keeps losing the stacks.
Well, she has, to be fair, Caitlyn has only died twice in this match so far, so she hasn't died that much. Cog has died 7 times, but granted, he is still doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He just needs some more attack speed. He needs to get his Zeal and to get himself some more attack speed. That's what he really needs.
Finish the Phantom Dance Trophy.
Yeah. Oh, right now, Donsky in a lot of trouble, though, has run into Varus. He does have all that movement speed, though. And it looks like they're going to back off and not engage that. Still, it is interesting how, even though Kog'Maw's 2-7, he's still very much a scary target, even though he's died so many times in this match. He's still able to put out all that damage with his Infinity Edge. So right now, the teams have backed off. We'll try to assess what's going on here. Still a very close match. They're separated by less than 1,000 gold after 37 minutes of play. Yeah, the next big fight is going to be a Baron fight indeed. That's where I expect that we'll see the next big confrontation. A lot of wards around Baron. If you look on my mini-map here, lots of purple and blue wards right around Baron. So these teams are well aware that that's where the next big fight's going to be coming. And that fight could very well determine the outcome of this game. If the team gets Baron and starts going and taking down inhibs, granted, blue team has already gotten one, but it's about to revive. This one should be repopping in another 30 seconds to 1 minute. Once that repops, it'll be pretty much even again. Although, I believe there's one more tower down for blue. Yeah, there's one more tower down, but that's it. So we shall see. Let's get ready for another big fight.
Red. Oh god, Cog's gonna be scary now. He got Zeal and that's up.
Yep. That makes him much stronger.
Can we check how much crit chance he has?
I'm sorry, check on what?
His crit chance.
Oh, I don't know if we can do that. I don't think you can see that in this mode.
It should be in version 2.
Yeah, everybody right now is in the jungle around the red buff of the purple team, but they've just clairvoyanced it, and I see oh, look at this, Olaf is leading the charge in, and they managed to catch Gangplank. He's going to have to eat his oranges to cleanse that. Well, and right there, Cog, wow, look at the damage. Cog doing quite a bit of damage with just one spam from his ultimate onto Alistar's head there. Alistar's, of course, going to heal it. But I'm not sure that they really want to force a fight at the tower here. I feel like in an even match like this, they want to force a fight in an open area. Not sure that this is the best place to be fighting. If they're tanking tower shots while Cog is poking at them, I don't think this is going to go very well for blue team, and it looks like they are going to back off a little bit. Oh, Cole may be getting caught here. Cole's in a little bit of trouble. But let's see if they go in and fight.
They need to fight now. Metal's getting first. With 2 seconds.
You're right. They do need to fight right now. They should force this.
Dog's getting 50%
nope.
health now.
Yeah, Udyr has gone back to defend their inhib. So blue should definitely force this right now. As soon as they see Udyr mid, they should definitely look to force this. Looks like they're going to race mid for that inhib.
They're pinging.
Looks like we're going to have a big fight over this inhib. But Olaf has gotten down here, and Olaf's going to run right into the middle of the enemy team, getting exhausted though. They need Kog'Maw. Where is Kog'Maw? Oh, they need Kog'Maw right now. Here he comes. Varus is chasing after that Caitlyn. He's managed to zone Caitlyn out of the fight. Kog'Maw is in the fight now. Here comes the Annie-Tibber stun. Annie needs to stay alive here. Udyr running back to the fountain, and there goes Varus down. And it looks like they have not picked off anyone else, so they're going to lose this inhib, but they did only lose one member of their team.
They got zoned out.
Yep. I think that Kog'Maw just didn't get there fast enough. Well, I don't know about the decision to go for these Nexus turrets because everybody is just healed on the purple team, and they are full health. This is not a good fight for the blue team here. But they need to finish somebody off. They haven't actually killed anyone. There goes Alistar. If they can score 1 or 2 more kills, they can turn this into a Baron. They just need to run somebody down. Right there's a Janislow. Oh, Udyr, why did you turn around? Udyr, why did he back off there? They had just gotten the Janislow on Cole.
Oh, they could have won.
They could have. If they had just continued fighting, I feel like they could have finished off 2 or 3 of them, and probably maybe gotten Baron. I don't know. Just decided to back off. I thought that Udyr was going to run that down and stun with his bear stance, and Cog would just eat them alive, but it didn't happen. That's a shame. So, taking assessment of how things stand, blue team came out ahead, but Baron is still up for grabs for either team, and purple team does have everybody still up, while Alistar is still reviving right now. So purple could conceivably force a fight at Baron right now while Alistar is not there, but it looks like they're going to push back side lanes instead, which is another option, of course. But looks like we're not going to have that Baron fight, or at least not immediately. Probably will happen very soon, though.
Sullla and Dragon Club for...
Yep. Yeah, so it looks like Olaf's grabbing blue. But Olaf being over at blue, Olaf's not here. If they rush Baron, it could be trouble. Doesn't look like they're going to.
There's the pink ward on it.
Yeah.
Pink sword.
Right, they do both have it warded. I just meant that if Olaf couldn't get it, if they forced it and Olaf was still way over there, he might not be able to get there in time. There it is. Alistar's got the Oracle. Do they have an Oracle on, yeah, Udyr's got an Oracle on the other side. So yeah, everybody grouped up around Baron. Still just the one inhib down, still only 1,000 gold separating the two teams.
They need the Annie to stun like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Or 5.
The one fight that they won decisively was when Annie got off a great Tibber stun. And she was not able to get off a good stun in that last fight that they lost.
She can do it again. She has Death Tap and Void Staff.
User joined your channel.
She could solo win this.
Annie's got 377 AP. That's good, but it's not ridiculously so. Anyway, looks like Gangplank and Olaf are exchanging. They have nearly identical builds between the two of them.
User was moved to your channel.
A little bit more magic resistant on Olaf. Are they going to go for this? Nope.
We're still in the game.
Yeah. Well, it looks like, actually, Blue doesn't need to force this. They could just wait for these minions to push over the tower. They probably should back off this and just keep stalling. Just keep stalling here and let the minions push into the base. No reason to force a fight at Baron here on their part. Whereas on the purple team's fight, they need to do something soon because they're going to start losing their base as all those minions start pushing over because they don't have that inhib. So we'll see. Teams are still feeling each other out here. If Udyr does go back, yep, looks like they're going to go back, and that's going to mean Baron. So a nice patience on the part of the blue team there to just wait for the minions to push those lanes. Yeah, we're 3 minutes. We're on 3 minute delay, so we're still watching the end of this match. If you want to catch the end of it, then you can turn on the stream. But anyway, blue team did pick up Baron there, and this is going to be a very difficult push. Oh, Annie getting caught. Yep, Annie getting caught, and that pretty much spells the end of it. So Sir Bruce has made a lot of nice plays in this game, but he made a mistake there, and that is probably going to spell the end of this match. Right here, let's see Gangplank in a little bit of trouble. But, again, they've already lost one of their 2 Nexus towers, so it's going to be really tough to defend this. Permit's getting ulted, and can they manage to burst down Cogmaul? Needs one more shot. Oh, it looks like Cog's actually going to make it out of there on 60 HP, but it's not sure that it's going to matter in this fight, because there's just too many super minions, too strong with that Baron buff, and it looks like they're going to be able to push over these towers and finish this one off. There goes the second inhib. There's only one more tower here defending the base, and down it goes. And without those towers, and down a player with this 5-on-4, not going to be able to hold this. There, down goes Olaf. Janna is going to try to make it back to the fountain. Cog, nice headbutt pulverized from Alistar, and that is going to finish it off. So GG to both sides.
It's a close game.
Yeah.
Super close.
Kudos to everybody on the purple team for keeping this one close, even though they were missing their player for so long.
I think the minions won it for them.
Yep.
In the end.
Yes, they did. They had that push in bottom lane, and when the minions started pushed over that tower and bot, purple team had to go back to defend that, and as soon as that happened, blue team was able to grab Baron, and that pretty much sealed that one for them. But nice job for hanging on for so long. They held on for 45 minutes, even though they had a disconnect. Some nice individual plays on every side. And kudos to everybody for taking part in this match. I think it was pretty entertaining to watch. Hope you guys liked it as well. Thanks to Vendor, too, for giving me some nice commentary and giving a lot of his own insights throughout the match.